Hey everyone, and welcome. This will be general energies, all signs, full moon in Leo reading for everyone. I wanted to bust out my new plant oracle deck tonight. I don't think we're going to. We're going to bust out a whole bunch of other new decks. My lovely assistant Thistle chewed up on my Rider Waite deck. So I got the Rider Waite Smith deck. Basically the same images. I like this though. I actually do much better with these thinner. They're like a thinner card. So I don't mind that. It's been a week for me. I hope everyone is doing well. This is not about me in this reading, but this is my love. And I'm actually like reeling right now with stress. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit down for a minute and chill. This is my chill time. So I made the mistake of finally opening that mail. And I am living that light worker life so hard. I've got the water and electric red letters in the mail. Happy Valentine's Day to myself. I am working 20 days straight at my new job. I had to tap out a little early today. I probably would have worked through the tears, knowing I had those waiting for me. But my legs couldn't take it anymore. So I did the best I could. So I felt bad. I tapped out at work today. I didn't quit. I said, I'm sorry. I've done all I can do. I've got to go. I'll see you tomorrow. So I probably just should have taken a day off, but it wasn't a forever job at the moment. It was a, hey, do you want to work 20 days straight with unlimited overtime? And I was like, yeah, sure. Anyhow, enough about me. I just want to thank everyone and anyone for being here. More than you know, I'm transmuting as hard as I can. And look, I'm manifesting. I can't manifest, I can only manifest so much in a day here, people, okay? My birth chart, don't try to use my birth chart against me, all right? I will kick you into the next galaxy, all right? I will kick your butt in the 3D, the 5D, your double 8, double Ds. I don't care, okay? But my birth chart literally says that I'm a master manifestor. I'm like, any day now. I'm like, but the reality is with that is like, yep, you guys, this is my light worker advice for you. Yep, I have both of those shut off notices, but you know what? I have everything I need today. I've got food in my fridge, the most gas I've had in my car in months. My stomach is full. I'm feeling okay about me today. Put some of my weight back on. So we'll bust out a few new decks today. I literally just got these, so I am shuffling the crap out of them while I talk to you for a minute. Just trying to get that energy in there. We're going to self-care oracle pretty hard. tonight. Ooh, I did get the Lord of the Rings deck, and so I love Miss Machiste. She has a regular channel and a Leo channel. I'm a Leo, so I watch the Leo channel. But she had just gotten the Lord of the Rings deck a few weeks ago, and I had seen it at the used bookstore. But, you know, I've been on a budget lately, so I was like, but then I had a coupon for 10% off my purchase, so I got a few decks. Honestly, surprisingly really cheap. So we got a couple decks. We're not going to bust out the Lord of the Rings tonight. We will hardcore nerd out another night though. So, actually a guy at the nerd store, told me, the game store, I was asking him about their tarot decks, and he said that the Dungeons and Dragons deck was actually really cool. So I'm assuming that one probably costs a bit, but it will be on my future radar. So I never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I've sat around with a lot of my friends that did. So, you know. But anyways, he said the like drawings on the cards were like really cool. So I was like, hey, all right. Okay, so we've got the self-care oracle deck, which I thought was pretty. I'm like a plant guy. So this has like, you know, constellations and a few little leaves on there. So I like that. And what else do I have for you tonight? I'm hardcore rambling. I don't know if anyone will still be on here. I got the Chakra Love Oracle. And if you've watched any of my other videos, it's just like the little same size as the Divine Doors deck. So I'm guessing someone got both of them and sold them to the bookstore. But yay for me. Yay for you. So I thought we would get these little boogers out, and they've actually got some pretty designs on them. So, okay. I wonder if I've rambled too long and anyone's ever going to watch this video now. I like a flipper on my first one. It has this good sticker though. We'll take it. Perfect. All right. Full moon, all signs. Six of Swords. We're moving on. We're transmuting. We're moving on. We've got our stuff packed, our family, heading towards a nice island. Oh, see, now I can definitely see the color difference in this deck, though. All right, we're heading towards our island with our fam. We're in Knight of Swords. That's the blocker, the challenge, but we're Knight of Swords energy. Or is a Knight of Swords in our life. We'll get there. Okay, Knight of Pentacles at the influence. 10 of Pentacles. Past, people, outside events. Our goals. 10 of Wands. It's not always burdens. It could just mean that you have a lot. I want to pause for a moment and thank the Chilled Butterfly YouTube channel for supplying our music today. They made the mistake of messaging me on TikTok and was like, follow my YouTube. And I was like, I will follow you on both my accounts, and can I use you? So I'm maybe I'll have to tag them in the description. So, but there is, this one is the Starscape at Secret Rotunda with calming music. But there's a whole bunch of them, like fire, woodsy sounds, birds. Okay, King of Swords at our goals. Okay. Apparently I have 3 pairs of reading glasses sitting here. 3 of Cups at what we don't see coming. What went wrong here? Hold on, I'm so sorry. This isn't not what we see coming. This is our focus. What we don't see coming, I felt like I skipped something. What we don't see coming is the King of Swords. 3 of Cups is how we're going to get there. The Sun, external. Hopes, fears, emotion. This could be my reading. We are a lot of night action tonight. We've got 3 nights out. Final outcome. Knight of Cups. I don't like to read. I don't like to double clarify with whatever you put out on this kind of reading. Okay. There's one left in the box. I have got. Oh, we're going full scale war on the cards. So, I'm like, let's just get them all out on the table here. Okay. We're going to roll through the chakra. The chakra wisdom oracle. I never read these as the oracle card. I always read them as the clarifier. So we will clarify with these. I think I'm going to double clarify with the angel oracle deck. So we have grief on the 6 of Swords, insecurity on the Knight of Wands, quest on the Knight of Pentacles, gratitude at the 10 of Pentacles. I'm transmuting so hard right now. Completion on the 10 of Wands. We're going to throw a bunch out. We're going to dive in. We're going to throw a bunch out. We're going to dive in. Rejection at the King of Swords. That's what we don't see coming. Hope that's not my help. This is your reading. We have self-worth at the 3 of Cups. Rejection could be how we felt, though. Expansion at the Sun. Bittersweet on those 9 swords. And growth on the Knight of Cups. Okay. Telling you, we're deep diving tonight. We're deep diving. How we're going to get through it. Okay. I rolled those as our emotion. What we need to get through this. Grace. Release on insecurity and the Knight of Swords. Fluidity on quest on the Knight of Pentacles. Knowledge on gratitude on the 10 of Pentacles at the past position. Justice on completion on the 10 of Wands. at our goal. External, King of Swords, rejection, connections. That's ironic. One man's trash is another man's treasure. If a window, you know, if a door slams shut, sometimes it's because the window's open. Right? Ascension at self-worth at the Three of Cups, at our approach. I love it. Beauty on expansion on the Sun. Service on bittersweet on the Nine of Swords. So many nights. I'm calling everything night now. Which is our hopes and fears. I've got two stuck together. And humility on growth and the Knight of Cups. Okay, let's go deep diving. We're going deep dive. Deep dive. Oh, I dropped one. I dropped healing. Okay. Does anyone feel like your life does that sometimes? You're like, here we go. Just kidding. Okay. So, the problem, our current situation, how are we feeling in this full moon, guys? Okay? What of all my readings, my chakra readings, if you've been following along, I say that on my other channel all the time, if you're following along. All my chakra readings have really been felt post-retrograde, and like everything we all went through that we needed to get rid of, you know, it could have been stuff from 10 years ago, right? Could have been your whole life. You needed to like pack it up and throw it away. So it is our forward movement, right? We're all just kind of in this limbo, just waiting for the next, you know, phase to come in. So, you know, there's always grief. There's always grief, and we've also has bittersweet out here too. To me, they coincide with this deck. There's always grief when you leave something behind, even if it's something positive. There's always a, you know, grief of old you, you know, grief of, you know, ego death, your old life, pre-ascension, dark night of the soul. How we're going to get through that? With grace, right? With grace and humility. Was humility out here? Yeah, it was the last card. So, first and last card. What's blocking us? What's the challenge? The Knight of Swords. So it could be a person, you know, the Knight of Swords is fastest moving knight in the deck. We want to move forward, right? We're ready to go. We're raring to go. We know we're going. We don't know where we're going. Or we know where we want to go. We just don't know how we're going to get there. So clearly we all have some insecurity. Could be financial. It could be, you know, just the insecurity of whether this is new job, new life path, new way of thinking, new day, new you, New Year's resolutions. There's always that, oh my God, I want to do this new thing, or I want to be the person I always wanted to be. And there's always that insecurity. Could be financial insecurity, you know, could be lack of stability in the home environment. However that resonates to you, how we're going to get through it, release. You have to release your insecurity. Oddly, I feel like I come off overly confident on my filming, because it's like I'm here by myself. I haven't left my house in a year. Then I got this job, and then I worked like 20 days straight with like 30 women. And it's they're great, but it's been really overwhelming to just like have that much energy and people around me and actual human contact after so long of hermit mode and dark night of the soul. So that's just me. Influences like what we're feeling, what's causing the problem, what's causing us to feel this. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So we want to move towards our abundance, like we're ready for it, because like we're Knight of Wands or we're Knight of, what's the Knight of Wands out here? No, that was the only knight that wasn't out here. He's a douchebag anyways, right? Depending on what deck you have. And if it's a love reading, you don't want him. I digress. But you know, you're wanting to move towards your abundance and your fulfillment. Like you have your new idea. You know, you're ready to go on your quest. You could already be on it, or you just know that you're getting ready to embark on your quest. How are we going to do that? With fluidity. You have to be fluid. Like I said, you know, yep. I have no idea what's going to happen this week. My paychecks won't even cover what I have coming at me, right? I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to be as fluid as I possibly can. And just know that, you know, I've said in other videos, like, sometimes life throws you a tornado, and shout out and love to anyone. There's been tornadoes like all over the country this year, like this winter. Like I live in Iowa. Our tornadoes don't come till like July, August. So it's been a really weird weather year. So remain as fluid as possible. You know, that's really all you can do. And I know it's hard if you also have stuff piling up and everyone is depending on you. I get it. A year ago today, I was in complete meltdown mode and shut down because I, you know, probably was facing the same shutoffs. This time, I'm going to smile through it, transmute the shit out of it, donate to the PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo if you want to throw down to the Fluidity Fund. Or not. I'm still going to post this and enjoy myself. It's going to be a long one. I better start talking quicker and shut the hell up about myself. Past events, influences that have, you know, maybe caused us to want to move forward or put us in whatever predicament we're in now. To me, this is more like our forward movement to me. But you have 10 of Pentacles, which is like everything. It's like all of it, like that. To me, that you want that. You want the full package. You know, it's not about dollar signs. It's having enough to, like, you know, keep the water and the electric on. Did I mention I broke the car handle when the ice storm last week? You guys, I think it was my first day of work, and the whole car was frozen shut, and I snapped the handle. Luckily, the inside handle, so I can still roll down the window and get out without climbing over the seat. I'm telling you. Gratitude. So, could be great, you know, could be grateful if you're already sitting in the 10 of Pentacles, or that's an outside influence helping you get to where you're going. Like, awesome for you. How are we going to, you know, how are we going to get through it? How are we going to get there? Knowledge. So, maybe the ideal will come to you, you know, because you do have, you know, you do have the insecurity. You do have, you know, the grief and the insecurity. So, you know, past, present, future, maybe it's all gonna, you know, it's all always gonna work out anyways, but maybe the knowledge is going to come to you, or you've received knowledge, you know, your idea, your epiphany could be actual knowledge, you know. I mean, if you're leaving a situation behind, maybe something, you were informed of something and that made your decision to change or move forward or however it resonates with you. Your goals, your focus. 10 of Wands. Yes, he's carrying a lot, so it could be burdens. Maybe you're wanting to put burdens down, but it just depends on the reader, and I think it just depends on the whole energy of the reading. I've lately not been taking this as... I was just trying to see which way they were going. The sirens, they all come from... there's a fire station like down the road, so they all pass me. So I was just trying to figure out if that's what it was. Nope, they're going south. Something has gone on. Okay. Completion. Somebody's gonna complete that traffic stop. And it's late too. So anyways, probably shooting at the bar down the road. Okay, sorry. Get serious. We're at 26 minutes. Oh, I think it shuts me off too. Completion and justice. So maybe a cycle or something is coming to an end, you know. Maybe those wands are burdens. Again, I don't always read it that way. Now they're going north. Police chase. Oh, it's going to be on the news tomorrow. It's the ending of a cycle, clearly, like somewhere. So, you know, these are not burdens too. This could be your goals. It's just to have everything together. You know, yeah, it's not the 10 of Pentacles, but it's following the 10 of Pentacles. So, that cycle could be over. You do have justice. I'm going to move forward. I'm sorry. I was so distracted by the sirens. Okay, and then you have King of Swords at what you don't see coming. And King of Swords is, you know, solid, fair, ruling, leading, what is it? Leading with the mind. Logic, stern. Yeah, good counsel. You have rejection, so I feel like that's how you have felt. How you're going to get through it? Connections. So whatever you're leaving behind, you know, someone else will be there to pick up and fill in the blanks, because you do have some insecurity and some like kind of seeming like you were in that questioning, how are you going to get there? So, you know, followed by the Three of Cups is perfect. So, self-worth is on the Three of Cups. That's your approach. How are you going to get there? Well, you're going to be confident, and, you know, and then you have ascension on that as well. So you're feeling confident. You know, you may have some questions, but you're feeling confident. The answers will come to you. That's what ascension is. So, after that, at the external influences in the environment, you have the sun, expansion, and beauty. So I feel like, yeah, this isn't the what you don't see coming, but it's what you don't see coming. You know, we don't always see that. So, your hopes and fears. If it's a sad card, I take it as a fear. This one's the in-between card because it's the Nine of Swords, because all those burdens and those swords are very, very, very apparent, but they're not stabbing you. So maybe you're leaving, whatever you're leaving behind, it may hurt. Again, like I said, you know, we've got rejection, completion, quest, insecurity, grief, you know, and then in the transcending up part of the read, as I call it, you know, you have bittersweet on top of that. So it's always bittersweet. Wherever you're trying to go, whatever goal you're trying to accomplish, it is always bittersweet when you get there, when you're like, that's over, you know? And so, you know, whether it's a positive or a negative, right? And you have service. So, you know, maybe someone's going to roll through and be a service to you. Maybe whatever you're moving towards, you know, you'll be a service to others. So what may seem like a tragedy can really be awesome, helpful, and moving forward. So, and in the final outcome, we have the Knight of Cups, growth, and humility. So I would say just keep trucking. You can check out your last two readings too, maybe a little more insightful. Or you know what you're going through. So I do feel like we've all just been kind of in a limbo. Like, we've got over our crap and we're just like, all right, what's next? So let's see what kind of self-care we can do for ourselves to get through this. Sleep, which is card number 19, which is what I should have done. But I needed to kind of like, oh, I love how that said that. I was going to say, I needed to do something for myself. So I did a whole bunch of stuff tonight. You know, I filmed for the other channel, and like, I love it and it's important to me. And it's like my end game of what I'm trying to do. But work for me, not to make it about me, but working all these hours and so many days straight, I haven't had the energy when I came home to like do the filming and do the, you know, and the energy to do a tarot reading after being in a room with 50 people all day, go on an assembly line, trying to pack and make, you know, flower bouquets for you or your person. But you have to treat yourself. And so this reading, as awkward as it has been, and hopefully someone stayed past the first 7 minutes of my rambling, this was my treat for myself today. So whatever it is, maybe it's just a movie, maybe it's, you know, whatever weird thing you like to do. And it could be nothing. It could be painting your toenails. It could be having a coffee. It could be having a beer with your buddy. If you're a recovering alcoholic, I don't recommend that. Have a tea. Self-love. I don't want to promote anyone like relapsing because I said go have a beer, you know. Whatever your version of self-love is, you know. It's perfect that it came out. Dance. I always recommend just blasting the radio when, you know, when you need to clean your house and your energetic space or do those chores. I just blast the radio and try to make it as fun as I can. Because it's not always fun. And that was number 39. Practice optimism. Yeah, that was the overall. 38, 23, and 11, and 19. So stay optimistic. I know I'm sure trying. I'm going to set these off to the side. This is the most amount of decks I've ever gotten out at once. I will get set up for personal readings soon when we're not, you know, after I optimize my way out of this little predicament I'm in. And we'll do live stream. Heart chakra, malachite, forgiveness. You'll find freedom and forgiveness. Could be forgiving yourself. Could be forgiving others. You know, we've all had people, you know, make promises to us they didn't keep. Sometimes not maliciously, you know. Sometimes people want to do a whole bunch of things and it just doesn't work out. So forgive the situation. Root chakra, hematite, foundation. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. I'll read that again because I didn't read it very well. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. So keep going on your foundation. Divinity. Crown chakra. I can't read what gem that was saying. Blue lace agate. Divinity. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Okay, cat, you gotta go. I got all my cats are around me right now. I've got the one cat and I just shoot off over there because she was coming over and getting loud over here next to me. And then my fatty cat was behind me in the chair. I hated to kick him out, but he was about to get squished. Okay. We're going to use the Moon Magical Oracle. Friendly reminder, I do not practice magic. But I really like this deck. And we just leave that part of the book out. I got 3, but I'm going to take the top one. 20, taking the moonlight. It seems very appropriate for a full moon reading. And I haven't had it come up yet. Excuse me. Oh. Taking the moonlight. Keywords, dating, flirtation, and charm. Another card of love and romance. But while the lover's moon denotes a long-term relationship, taking the moonlight indicates something that is more casual or a new romance that is in the first stages of development. This is the card of dating, of meeting someone by moonlight for fun and friendship, which could possibly lead into something more serious later on. After all, every serious relationship began with a first date. This is a charming card of getting to know new people, enjoying new experiences together, and seeing where it all leads. Taking the moonlight is encouraging you to say yes to a date, to let your hair down a bit, and take a chance on someone new. When we have been hurt by love before, it can be difficult to open up and trust again, but this card is letting you know that dating can be a healing experience as well as a lot of fun. Sometimes all you need is for someone new to look on you with fresh eyes and a different perspective. It's not about giving someone else a chance. It's about giving yourself a chance to love again. Have a dance, have a fling, have a laugh. See what's out there to enjoy yourself. So I know this says dating, but I've not felt dating at all in this reading. So I will say, to me, that just really goes with that 3 of Cups. Like, it could be someone who's going to help you on your quest. It could be a friend. It could be a soul tribe. So maybe I should have kept flipping because there were 3 that came out. But it can, you know, it doesn't always have to. I'll take a second one. Oh my gosh, we're at 40 minutes and we're at 41 on the card. But you know, it could be that King of Swords you don't see coming. So it doesn't always have to be. The Moon Blues card represents low mood and feelings of anxiety and worthlessness. We all experience low moods from time to time, and it's perfectly natural to have days where you don't feel that great. You cannot be on top form every day, as it would be exhausting. Take heart though, because this card would indicate that this low mood is a passing phase and the natural ebb of energy rather than a deep depression. You might find yourself worrying about the little things or falling into a negative spiral of anxiety. This was definitely the card I needed for this reading. This card asks that you take steps to lift yourself out of the moon blues by doing things that bring you joy or which brings joy to others. We had the service card. We had insecurity. Helping someone else is often the best way to avoid becoming too self-absorbed, because there's always someone who is having a worse time of it than you are. Practice daily gratitude exercises and do something for charity. Service again. If the Moon Blues card keeps on coming up in your readings or is constantly coming out as your personal card, it could indicate you are in a low mood lasting longer than necessary and you should seek medical help to overcome it. On the whole, this card is telling you to worry less, for this too shall pass. So, back to me. And I'm always saying that to like share my personal experience, not to like make it all about me. But like I said, a year ago, I was probably almost in the exact same situation. Winters are always really rough for me because of the way my employment is and because of the way last year went, which I'm really hard to catch up from. So anyone who's been financially struggling, mentally struggling, emotionally struggling, like, it can be so what. And what did I say? We're going to transmute the crap out of this. Like, someone does have it worse than me. As much as I'm sitting here like, you guys, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I've got red line notices, maybe my thing is worse than yours and that makes you feel better. But also, maybe your situation, because it's not a competition, might be tenfold worse than mine. Maybe you just lost your job and you have multiple kids and way more bills than I do. You know what I mean? I'm not going to die if they shut the water off for a day. All right? Now, I'm a little more worried about the electric, but, like, someone in the world always has it worse than us. And then I'm a person who then like feels guilty for even complaining, because I'm like, there's a war going on right now. I mean, there's always a war going on this planet. There are women and children living in complete total war zones, and not even war zones, just tragic every day. So it's bittersweet, that's, we've all been in worse situations probably than what we're in now. And if you're not, then you probably will be. Don't want to depress anyone. If you've just lost your job and you're the one that like, has all that on your plate, it'll pass. Try to get through it. Keep going. Find your friends. Don't be ashamed to ask for assistance. There are things out there. That's been part of my problem too, is my friend yelled at me, like, why don't you get food stamps? I have one child, but I'm just like, because it always just seems like it's such a temporary, like, my brokenness is always so temporary, even though right now I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do, but we have food today, so what do I care? I've got food in my fridge and gas in my car. I have a job. There's not really much else I can do right now other than try to like smile, work through it, keep going, not give up, keep my vibe up, stay positive. So that's why I talk about what I'm going through, because, try to see try to appreciate what you do have and the things that are going good. And I don't know if I'll even be able to upload this video. It's so long, you know, but I took a moment for myself and I really enjoyed myself doing this read. And, you know, I'm grateful for that. So you do your self-care, pause, take a minute. The bills will always be there tomorrow, you know. The dust bunnies aren't going to starve to death if they don't get vacuumed up tonight. We'll have to, you know, we'll have to go without some things, you know, probably for a couple weeks. There'll be first world things, you know, that we didn't need, but there's always a way. Keep on trucking, guys. We're almost out of all our crazy weird moon phases and on to the next ones. So best of luck, all signs. I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy your full moon in Leo. I sure have, and I will tomorrow as well. I'll do some other readings tomorrow after work that we'll post Monday and the upcoming week. I'm still really excited to get the love readings out. And I made some more tie-dye hearts tonight, and so I'll be rinsing those out. And some other things I made and showing them off on my other channel. And I probably really doubt anyone watched this to the end. If you did make it through the 45 minutes of me rambling, honestly, thank you very much. So we will see you in the next one. And I'll drop in the comments what was, when I find out the update on all the cop cars going by, because it had to be crazy. If they flew one way and flew the other, police chase. It was like 1:45 when that went down. So I'm guessing bar closing time didn't go very well. Thanks, guys.